But I still take to heart the words of the President's Chief of Staff when he said, quote, "Never let a serious crisis go to waste. It's an opportunity to do things you couldn't do before," unquote. My fear is that this budget takes the President's Chief of Staff up on his offer. I don't believe it's a budget that's going to solve our nation's economic crisis. I think, one, it ultimately exploits it. I think it will lead to a system of rationed health care where people no longer choose their health care provider, to creeping federal control over education. And if you're truly embracing the President's priorities, his priorities include a national energy tax that, even according to CBO, is going to raise energy costs on struggling working American families by $1,600 per family. There are other studies out there that put the number at twice that. Why would you use this process to do that? I don't know. I don't know. And I would just say, elections have consequences, and your party won fair and square, absolutely fair and square, and you have the right to do this. But don't tell the American people you're working on a bipartisan basis when you're not, because that's not what's happening here. It is not happening here, and it certainly is not going to happen through the use, many of us believe abuse, of reconciliation to bring about this kind of health care radicalization and a national energy tax to boot. And so, Mr. Chairman, we have a lot of reason to be concerned about what this conference report might produce. But again, if we are going to be a generation of Americans that keeps faith with the next generations, it's not about good intentions. It's about our actions here, today, and at this moment. And I will certainly not, in good conscience, sign any kind of conference report that will impose this level of debt on future generations, compromising their future, and making me be part of the first generation of Americans' history to leave the next generation, again, with less freedom, less opportunity, and a lower standard of living. With that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back. Thank you.
All right.